All right, our next step is to add the existing and new site plan views onto a new B-size sheet. So I'm going to add my existing site plan and my new site plan to a new sheet. And so I'm in my project browser and I need to grab the slider and move it down a little bit till I get to sheets. And there are no new sheets, no sheets. So I have to add a new one. There's many ways to do this. If you know a different way, that's fine. I'm just going to right click on that and say new sheet. And I see B size is not on my list that's available right here, so I have to load one. So I'll load one, and those are way at the bottom in title blocks, almost at the bottom. And so my title box, and it asks for a B size sheet. B size sheet. So I'll open that, and that's the one I want to use. And I'm not asking you to fill anything out. I just want the views on it. So there's a few things you can do. You can right click and add a view and the different views show up. So I can go right to there and I'll put my existing plan on there. And there it is. And then I'll right click and add a view. Actually, I'll do it a different way this time, just so you can see another way. I can come up to my browser and grab and see it's blue check, blue box, which means it's being used on a sheet already. So here's new. Now I'm going to hold my left button down and just drag it in here and let go of it. So now I've got my two views. I don't care what they look like. I just need my views in there and a topo solid schedule. So let's go look. And this is a good time for me to show you how to change that. So I'm going to double click my topo solid schedule and I'm going to make it bigger so that you can see it better. So I want to get this SF up to here, the CF up to here. Okay, and that's done in my, pretty sure it's in my formatting. If I click on any of these, a whole little set of tabs come up. So I think I'll go to formatting. Yep, that's where it is. Area. If I look at my area one, just going to think for a minute. I can change the heading. I'm just going to come up here and type SF and then in field format. Here it is right here. Field format. I'm going to uncheck project settings and I'm going to say no symbol. So unit symbol says square feet. I'm going to change it to none. And I'm going to do the same thing for net cut and fill. I'm going to go dash CF for cubic feet. Field format, uncheck, use project settings, change my unit symbol to none. Now, if I had done that earlier, I wouldn't have had to do that extra work on my CSV file. The last thing I'm going to do is the appearance. I personally prefer to see these without blank row before data, so I uncheck that. Look, every workplace has its own set of standards, and you just make it look like what everybody in your company does. So here we go. Click. There it is. And then I think, oh, I want those all to be centered. So under formatting again, I think I want to highlight all three of those. And under my alignment, I'm going to say centered. Looks a little bit better now. All right, so now when we go back to our sheet, I can right click, add a view, and now it's my schedule, topo solid, and I'll put it right over here. It's a little bit clunky right here. See how that's I want to get this a little bit longer. So if I click on it, I can grab that tiny little arrow, left button down, pull it sideways until it's in one row. And I can do the same thing here too, if I've got room. I may not have room, but I'll try it. I'm gonna move that over so it's one line. Looks a little bit better. So I'm going to have to move this now somewhere where it's not quite as much of an issue. So I'll move it up to that top corner. There we go. That looks pretty good. So that's what we're looking at doing there. Now, I need to add some 3D views to a sheet. So I'll do it a different way this time. I'm going to come to View and a new sheet. Just to show you a different way, I do want the B-size sheet again. And this one, it's another unnamed one. I don't care what the names are. I'm not worried about that for what we're doing. And it says put each one of the views on. So this time I'm going to drag it in. Oh my gosh, it's huge. So I need to change its scale. Right, so when I click on it, I can just go into it, and here's the scale button. So I need it probably half that size. So 1/16 of an inch equals a foot, because it was 1/8. So 1/16. And we'll give that one a try. I might even try 1 inch equals 50 feet, because there's going to be 3 of them on here. Let's see what that looks like on my sheet now. Probably a little small. So the 1 inch equals 50 is a little too small. Let me go back and I'll change that one more time. I will go ahead and try this. I can try it up here too. 40, 30. I'll try the 1/16 of an inch equals a foot. That might be too big. This is just one of those things you do as a designer. No, that'll look good. I can get 3 of them on there, I think. Grab that last little bottom line and drag it sideways. There we go. So I can definitely get 3 of these on here. So 1/16 of an inch equals a foot. Let me grab the next one, change the scale, move down a little bit. 1/16 of an inch equals a foot, and add it to here. This time I'll do it from here. It's a 3D view, graded and excavated. Let's get those to line up. There they go. Now they line up a little bit better. And my last one is the view compacted building pad. One-16th of an inch equals a foot. And add view, building pad. Grab that little piece and move it over if I can. There we go. Doesn't need to be that long, so that everything fits nicely. There we go. So I can do that with those. So I've got all 3 of them on there. And then it says add text to each view describing what the view phasing is and what topo solids are hidden. So I'll go into my existing one, site existing, and of course this is my phasing is existing. And here's this little reveal what's hidden or not hidden. There's nothing hidden. I haven't had to hide anything. That's cool. because instead of hiding, I've done it, it does it with the visibility and graphics. I haven't had to hide anything. So I can just put a piece of text in here, annotation, text. I'll make it 3:30 seconds, so I'll just click right here. Phase equals existing and hidden equals nothing. There. And lo and behold, that should show up for me. Oh, I did it in the wrong view. That should have been in the 3D view. I have to add my annotation here. Okay, so I'll add it right here. Phase equals existing, hidden equals nothing. Now in my 2D graded, let's go see what's happening in that one. This is a phase of new construction. To find out what's hidden, it's right next to the little eyeglasses. It's the light bulb. And I do have something hidden. It's a mass. If I click on it, it tells me it's an excavation volume. It's a mass 1 excavation volume. Mass 1 excavation volume is hidden. So here, when I come down to my page, and this is just to get you thinking about how this is set. Phase equals new construction, and I just spelled it wrong. And hidden equals excavation volume. It's called mass 1. And hopefully you're better at spelling than I am. Just gonna move it over just a little bit. There we go. That looks good. And then I have my graded and excavated. Let's see what that one tells me it is. And this isn't how you would do it on a drawing. This is just to make sure that you have done your good review and look at how this is done. It says it's new construction. And is there anything hidden? It's the same thing. What's hidden is this excavation mass. Hidden element, mass, excavation. So I have to hide those things. So that's pretty much the same. So I could probably click on this and copy it. Put it right there because it's the same stuff. All right, there we go. That is, and make PDFs of these. File, export to PDF, and pretty sure you know how to do this, but it never hurts. I'm going to do selected views. Right now it's current window. I'm going to change it to selected views and sheets. And I'm going to find those two sheets and select them. I just did the check mark. Select. And then use the sheet size, fit it to page. All this other stuff looks pretty good. Where is it going to go? I'm going to go ahead and put this right with all my other stuff. Right now I'm just going to throw it into my downloads because it's easy to get to. and it's my construction start file. I can give it that file name and export. So when you have those things done, you're going to submit your Revit file with these sheets in it, your PDF that you just printed, and your PDF of your table, topo schedule table. There we go.